Perhaps the last time, about 35,000 show, 10 grand less than last year. And Jeff Torborg, former Expo skipper, finds the visitors' dugout. Frank Robinson in charge. Montreal top three, Preston Wilson, grounder. Look at the range by Orlando Guerrero. Very nice Canadian defense there. Top seven, it's 2-1. The bases are loaded for Wilson, who last year with the bases drunk was 2 for 19. That's a $1.05. Well, it appears he's a bit better here. Off Britt Reeves. Get out! Third career Grand Slam, 26th opening day Grand Slam since 1900. His team's up 6-1.
Yeah, we're going to get it up.
Bottom nine, Expos down 6-4. Henry Rodriguez about to bat, and they ain't tossing no Henry bars. That's Le Garbage. And there's a new Mountie in town, and Frank Robinson says, we will not have that. Everybody go away or just watch baseball. Florida's new closer, Braden Looper. 2 on, 2 out. Jose Vidro, little fister, but that's down. 2 Expos will score. 6-6.
And we're tied.
Torborg not happy about that one. He intentionally will walk Vlad Guerrero to bring up Cabrera. And Cabrera in a 6-6 game. 2 out hits are the key to life. Eric Owens not going to get that. Vidro will score the winning run. And UP lives. Frank Robinson and the Expos. 7-6 your final. Down to their last out, the Spos rally for 3. 34,352 the official attendance, and about a tenth of that expected on Wednesday night. Ryan Dempster became the first Canadian-born pitcher ever to start an opening day in Canada. 3 runs and 7 1/3, no decision. Expos now 15-11 all-time and openers at Olympic Stadium. Somehow you can just feel the excitement of extinction.
But I tell you what, the fans were great here tonight. People say there's no baseball fans in Montreal. These were baseball fans tonight, and they were very enthusiastic, and they were a part of this victory tonight.
This is a great city. I mean, the fans, when they're here, it's a party, and nobody parties like Montreal, and it's just a lot of fun to play in front of a crowd, and it's really exciting, especially the first couple nights when everybody comes out. It just shows you their potential, and I mean, I just enjoy playing in front of these people.
Tony Armas Jr. on the hill for the Expos against the Fish, and that's bad news. Check out the stats career: 0-6, ERA around 7 1/4. Top 1. The hits just keep on coming. Derek Lee, bases loaded. That's a grand slam. The 3rd team in the history of baseball to have a grand slam in both of their first 2 games. The other 2 teams, both the Brewers. It's 4-0 early. That's Lee's 2nd home run. Now, in the 9th, it's 6-2, and Vlad Guerrero has found a conduit to the heavens. The Expos now trail 6-5. It's getting real dicey. Michael Tejera brought in to face Lee Stevens, winning run. And he stings it to center. Preston Wilson makes the catch. Marlins hold on to win it. Of the bullpen, Cliff Floyd said it's going to be a long year. We don't do a better job in the bullpen, but I'm not worried about those guys. After that big crowd.
151 on hand at the Big O to watch the Marlins. Derek Lee excited about that. His 3rd home run in as many games. Derek Lee had just 21 homers in 158 games a year ago. Kevin Millar, men on the corners, 2 outs. Millar, Chris Trubin, great catch, showing us some glove. Ends the inning. Bottom 8, Mike Barrett at bat, 2 men on, 1 out. Barrett, that's a rip. Alex Gonzalez throws it to Luis Castillo. 6-4-3 double play in the end, and that ends the inning. Bottom 9, Peter Bergeron facing Brad Penny. Penny getting Bergeron looking. Never allowed a run in his 2 starts at Olympic Stadium. And then Guerrero. That's a rip, but Preston Wilson knew it was coming. Marlins win. Penny pitched a complete game 4 hitter, his 2nd career shutout. Last season, Montreal couldn't touch him either. He was 4-0 last year with a .30 ERA against Montreal.
Bottom of the night in Cincinnati. Aaron Boone, grounder to Orlando Cabrera, can't make the play. Junior comes in to score. It's 8-5. It was 8-1 start of the inning. 8-1. Still in the 9th. Runners on the corners. Jason LaRue, Chris Trubin. And Trubin to nobody in particular. Sean Casey scores 8-6. And you got Matt Hurgis on facing Kelly Stinnett. Stinnett gonna chop it. Brian Schneider makes one phenomenal play, picks it up and tags out Adam Dunn trying to score. We got 2 away. Hurgis, Brady Clark. Clark with a single. Jason LaRue comes in. It's 8-7. I'm going to remind you, it started 8-1. Next batter, Graham Lloyd. Oh, that's just unhittable.
Strike 3, and that
Todd Walker doesn't even swing at it. Expos hold on. They made it interesting. The Spos pounded out 12 hits. Jose Vidro had 3 of them, also scored twice. The Reds, Vlad Guerrero facing Scott Sullivan. Expos up 2-1. Guerrero to 3rd. Aaron Boone bobbles it. That allows Mike Mordecai to score 3-1 Montreal. We moved out of the bottom of the 8th. Reggie Taylor on 3rd. Barry Larkin facing Graham Lloyd. Larkin to right field, and Guerrero was 0 for 4 at the plate, but he still has an arm that is superhuman. Here comes Taylor, and he knows about 10 steps into it that he is in big, big trouble. Expos win 5-2, and the folks up in Montreal speaking French about a Japanese fella's victory at America's pastime.
Cincinnati, Junior and the Reds looking to avoid being swept by the Expos. Bottom of the third, Junior takes matters into his own hands against Javier Vasquez. Junior's first of the year, 2-0 Reds. Bottom 7, 3-1 Reds. Griffey's at third, Aaron Boone at the plate. Little chopper. Junior gets caught in a rundown. As he tries to go back to third, he's tagged out and then goes down, holding the right knee. Griffey stayed down for a couple of minutes. The original diagnosis, partially torn patella tendon and partially dislocated right knee. He'll miss 3 to 6 weeks at best. Bottom 10, tied at 5, bases loaded. Sean Casey facing Graham Lloyd. Jason LaRue will come plateward with the winning run. Reds 6-5 in 10 innings. They can jump. Junior can't. Expected to miss at least 3 to 6 weeks because of the partially torn tendon and the partially dislocated right kneecap. He has been placed on the 15-day DL. Reds team doctor called the injury serious and said it would be treated with rest and rehab.
Threes of Expos, 2 on for Mike Lowell, and he gets good wood on that one, and it is sailing foul. But wait, we've called that a home run. We're tied at 3. Brad Wilkerson's not happy. Thomas Armand Jr. didn't want to give up to Meatball. He's not happy. Frank Robinson argues the call. Pardon me, but sir, I believe you stink at your job. Take another look. Ball clearly crosses into foul territory. Umpires reverse the call. Jeff Torberg comes in, goes nuts. He will be thrown out, but still gets to manage the Expos. The fans, it's magnetic schedule night, and they decide to show everybody what they've won. They take the teams off the field as the schedule, some bottles cascade down. Not good behavior there. Mike Lowe has to wait to finish up his at-bat on the bench. 7-minute delay, he comes out, still 2 on, and promptly grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. Yeah, and that'll get you a little hot under the collar. Lowell slams down the helmet, and then he decides to talk it over. Thinks maybe he's been ejected. He goes over to chat with the ump. Ozzie Guillen jumps in there. Believe it or not, through all this, Lowell, not ejected, gets to stay in the game. 3-0 Expos. It's like, I'm hitting 200. I need a break here. Could you help me out, please? Let's go back to the game. Enough argument. Top 5, 2 on for Michael Barrett. It's A.J. Burnett, and this ball is gonna just... Oh, it stays fair. Great run shot. Expos go on to win it by a count of 10-2. So by way of review, Michael Barrett, 3-run homer, yes. Michael Lowell, 3-run homer, no. Barrett, a career high 5 RBIs. Arm is solid. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 8 1/3. That's pretty sturdy. Charles Johnson activated, gets his first work of the season, 0 for 2. 6 innings, caught, then he left the game. And it's the first non-sellout for the Marlins home opener in 10 seasons. So those
Marlins, Brad Penny shut out the Expos last week in Montreal, but this is a new week. Look at his career numbers, though. 6-0 lifetime with a .82 ERA. Nothing but shiny. No score, Lee Stevens. Penny, pass ball. Jose Vidro scores from third. Expos go up 1-0. It was 4-1 Montreal in the 5th. Bases full for Michael Barrett, who loves playing against the Marlins. 4 homers, 13 RBIs this season against the Marlins. He had 6 RBI on Wednesday. Expos up 7-1. They win. Not so shiny Penny on this day. Expos win 9-6.
466 on hand in South Florida to state their case against contraction. Top 7th, Expos trailing 6-4. Vlad putting one deep. Preston Wilson working the wall and firing back to get Jose Vidro on the double play. Unbelievable. Marlins win it 7-5.
50th birthday, Mr. Met. Top 2, Orlando Cabrera to left. Timo Perez sticks the landing. What happens when Timo Perez faces Tomo Okins? Timo, Tomo, Timo. Kind of an Uma Ofer deal there. Bottom 2, Jeremy Burnett, his 3rd of the year. 1-0 Mets. Only earned run allowed by Okins, 6 1/3. Top 7, Jeff D'Amico. Oh, abuses Chris Truby. D'Amico went 8, allowed only 3 hits, struck out 8. The Mets win 2-1. Armando Benitez, his 3rd save on 3 consecutive days. Mets have won 3 in a row. Mets starters have not allowed more than 3 earned runs in any start this year. In fact, through 10 games, Mets pitchers have an ERA of 2.0.
In the 3rd inning, things would turn south. There's no score. Javier Vasquez laying one down. Leiter up, firing. Oh, tough decision. Didn't work out. An error on Al Leiter. Peter Bergeron is next. Puts one down. Leiter up. Oh, I tell you, rarely see that, Rob.
Well, it's a lack of communication here. This is what you work on in spring training, but Al Leiter charging in, fielding his position. John Valentin coming in, trying to field his position. Now, Al Leiter looks. First person he sees is John. John cuts it off. And we have a cutoff man at first base.
Not normally, you know.
Now, Ray Ordonez having problems. There's an error. And third error of the inning for the Mets. Bottom of the third, here's Ordonez at the plate. Puts it into left center. Peter Bergeron coming in and makes a nice play. So that, you know, the fans at Shea had over 46,000 there, able to see the difference in the baseball. Jose Vidro up with a man on. Base hit. Jay Payton up and throwing, no. And Ordonez, no. Second error for Ray Ordonez, who's won 3 Gold Gloves in the 6th. Oh, no. 7 errors in 11 games for Ray Ordonez. Third error in the game. First time he's ever had that in one game. Here, bases loaded. Joe McEwing. Look at this. Brad Wilkerson goes back. And is he taking out a grand slam home run? Jay Payton tags up. Is that going out?
I believe this ball was going to hit the foul pole, which would have made it a grand slam, which would make it a game-saving catch.
That's a great catch.
Brad Wilkerson brought it back in. 7-6. John Valentin base hit. 2 Mets will score. Mets take an 8-7 lead in the 11th. The Mets tied up 8-8. Scott Strickland, former Expo. He knows who Vladdy is, and they can't save him. Vladimir Guerrero buries.
Talking to Mike Mordecai after the game, he said that Vlad Guerrero was looking slider from Strickland since they were teammates, and he just got traded over, and he knew exactly what was coming, and that's why he was able to take him deep.
Interesting point. Mets 5 errors. Again, they trailed 7-0.
The Alomar hitting 170 going in the game, and using a Mike Piazza bat. Says it helped him stay back on the ball, heavier bat, except the ball didn't stay back. Gone! 3-run shot off Tony Armas Jr., 3-0 Mets. Then Brian Schneider coordinating, producing down the right field line. Guerrero scores. Cabrera scores. Schneider coming back to haunt the Mets, leading 4-3. It's a 4-3 game. But Alomar sends it back, bottom third. Gone! Keep me with that Piazza bat. 2 homers, 4-4. And Alomar can do more than homer. Base hit. Mark Johnson is going to test Guerrero's arm. Looks like he's running underwater. It's cut off, and Alomar hung up between first and second. Running back. Uses up a lot of space in the scorebook, doesn't it, guys?
Well, he's trying to draw a throw to get Johnson home. Just didn't happen.
No, he stays at third base. Johnson, though, he got there.
He got there.
He picks up Matt Galante, the third base coach now for the Mets.
Well, now you're on your own. You're trying to decide, but he's better off understanding his own speed and just stay there. Matt jingling.
Look at the two of them. They're going back and forth. It was pretty humorous. At least they're in sync. Grounder up the middle by Piazza. I don't know if he used the Alomar bat. It's a base hit. Johnson scores. It's 5-4. And then that man who won it in extras, Vladimir Guerrero. But against Armando Benitez, that was Guerrero was on deck. That was Mike Mordecai. Oi, Mordecai strikes out to end it, and the Mets win 6-4. So 4 RBIs, 2 homers for Alomar using Piazza's bat. Is that just a 1 or 2 day thing? Players do that every now.
Monday, top 5 still 1-0 Cubs. Sammy Sosa, Carl Pavano. Is there any doubt? Number 6 on the year for Sammy. This is off of a speaker. Cubs up 2-0. Next batter, Fred McGriff. The crime dog is awake. Back-to-back shots off of Pavano. Cubs up 3-0 on McGriff's first. Pavano allowing 4 runs, 10 hits, and 6+. Scary moment in the 5th. Peter Bergeron, the comebacker. Oh! Hits Kerry Wood in the non-throwing elbow. Wood would continue to pitch after being looked at briefly. He pitched 6 scoreless innings, allowing 3 hits. And then Cubs up just by 1 in that. Are you kidding me? Antonio Alfonseca hitting the reliever? That's his first major league hit. And he drives in his first 2 major league runs. Cubs win. Kerry Wood, his ERA now down to 1.50, helping Chicago win. The Cubs 4,486 showed up. That's a season low. No score, Vladimir Guerrero. Look what they're missing. The stroke that makes you float. Taking that 0-2 hanging curve off of Juan Cruz into the stands. 1-0 Montreal. It was 5-0 Expos. Bottom 4, 1 on for Guerrero. Responded to a good visual there. Jose Vidro coming home on that. Moises Alous throw, not going to make it. Guerrero goes to second, meanwhile. 6-0 Montreal. 6-2 Montreal, 1 on for Guerrero. This guy, pure muscle. I mean, opposite way, over the wall, his 14th career multi-home run game, 3 for 5, 2 homers, 4 RBI. It's Vlad, 8-4. Montreal's Masato Yoshii allowing 3 hits in a run in 5 innings.
Tomo Oka, 5 hits, 6 earned, 0 batters retired. Jason Bray, 2 2/3, 6 earned, not thirsty. With that said, we pick it up bottom of 4th, tied at 7 with 2 outs. Runner on first. Orlando Cabrera takes Donovan Osborne to right. Vlad Guerrero to third. Next batter is Chris Truby, and he delivers a 2-out triple. Next batter, Brad Wilkerson, a 2-out double. Next batter, Mike Mordecai, a 2-out single. Next batter, Peter Bergeron, a 2-out single. Next batter, Jose Vidro, a 2-out walk. That's it for Donovan Osborne. Bring on Joe Borowski. Greeted with a 2-out double by Vlad Guerrero, a 2-out double, 2-out single by Mike Barrett, and a 2-out walk by Lee Stevens. 9 consecutive batters reach after 2 outs.
Montreal, frankly, is embarrassing the Cubs right now.
Expos battle back from 6-0 to win their 3rd series of the year, and a season-low crowd of 4,300 fans were on hand.
Mets have taken their last 4 series heading into a 4-game set in Montreal. Mike Piazza against Javier Vasquez. 2 for 4, 292 he is hitting. That score is Roberto Alomar. It's a double for Piazza. Javier Vasquez not thrilled with that. Mets up 1-0. Bottom 4, same score. Al Leiter, dominant. Ask Vlad Guerrero, who he owns. In fact, when Guerrero got his first hit against Leiter in his career, he asked for the ball. Javier Vasquez, that's a drive. Timo Perez, 1 for 4, and 1 great diving catch. What about Leiter? Only allowed 2 hits in this game, and he'll come back out for the 9th. Good move by Bobby Valentine, because bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, facing Michael Barrett. No easy task. 2-hit, complete game shutout for Al Leiter. Leiter becoming the first Met to throw a regular season complete game 1-0 shutout since Bobby Jones 8 years ago. It's his 14th career complete game, his 8th career shutout. Al's ERA now a league-leading 0.38 in 4 starts. The Mets have now played 10 straight games in which the game was decided by 2 runs or less.
Steve Traxel, the start for New York, and Ray O'Donnell. You killing time in Montreal. Sometimes you just get out the home coloring kit. Jose Vidro robs Timo Perez in the 3rd. Bottom 3rd, 1-0. Tony Armas Jr. laying on the bunt. Steve Traxel, Robbie Alomar. Now that's just playing catch. And Alomar dropped 2 errors in this game. Later in the 3rd, Lee Stevens facing Traxel and get eat. Stevens, 2nd of the season. 5-0 in favor of the Expos. Top 9, now 5-3 game. Timo Perez not happy with Mark Carlson. The ump says, if you ain't getting in there, I'm making Matt Herges throw it. Herges throws it, fouls that one away. Bobby Valentine says, you're killing my man. Give him a chance, huh? Chest protector guy. Same at bat. Perez this time standing in, getting a look. That will hit Legapage. Tying run will come to the plate with 2 outs. Valentine's going to stick with his catcher. One this night is Tony Tarasco, and not Mike Piazza, although he's available to pinch hit. He will not. Tarasco off Herges. 4-3. The buffet is now open. Let's see. First save of the year for Herges. Expos win by a count of 5-3. 11 straight 2-run game the Mets have played. They are 7-4 in those. Vlad Guerrero 3 for 4. He's got multi-hits in 3 of his 5 games against the Mets this season. Robbie Alomar, it's the first time he's made 2 errors in a game in 6 years. Traxel, 5 runs, but just 1 of them earned.
Mets and Expos. What is going on? 24 errors. That leads the league, leads all of Major League Baseball. Piazza throwing a second.
This is
Alomar.
This is as good a throw as Piazza can make, and Robbie was trying to tag, I think, before. And again, Robbie's got as good a hands as any second baseman I've ever seen, and he just has not had a typical Robbie Alomar year defensively.
Now here, Vladimir Guerrero puts that in. Bergeron will score, makes it a 3-2 game. Lee Stevens puts this into right field. Vladimir Guerrero coming around. We got a player to the plate. Jeremy Burnitz got excited.
All right, Jeremy Burnitz really throws well, but not on that one. He got a little bit too rushed on. He never got his body upright enough. His arm was behind him, and his body was in front of him. He kind of threw it right into the ground.
Yeah, Mike, this is bad defensive energy at this point. Look, the Super Joe McEwing there. That gets away on a double play ball on Mike Barrett.
Just couldn't get the ball out of his glove. Threw a splitter over there.
It's getting worse and worse. Again, this is supposed to be a team strength defense in the infield. Then Next man up is Orlando Cabrera after Barrett went all the way to third. He'll score easily here. Cabrera goes to second.
The thing is everybody's making them pay. Every error the Mets are making just gets magnified in the inning.
And now here's Jose Vidro and trying to steal off. Mike Piazza hit his own pitcher. Went right off Pete Walker.
I've never seen that. Mike, you never did that, right?
Well, he just got on the backside and out front too quick.
Yeah, Piazza saying, what's next? Now, Piazza's probably thinking, no, that can't hit Pete Walker. Vidro back up the middle, drives in a run. Expos take it 7-5. Mets have allowed 17 unearned runs this year. Sean Estes has yet to win for the Mets. He could have gotten a little more help there. He's 0-2, his ERA 5.09. Carl Pavano gets the win for the Expos. His ERA still over 4. And
Montreal first baseman who was a factor in this game, taking Pedro Estacio deep and gone. Lee Stevens 2-run jack. Expos up 4-2 on his third of the season. Mets get their first 2 on in the top of the 6th, and Bruce Chen, who was traded by the Mets to Montreal on April 5th, gets Roberto Alomar for the second out, and then Mo Vaughn flies out to center. And the Expos win 6-3, take 3 of 4, their 4th series win of the year. So the Twins are in first place, and so are the Montreal Expos, who haven't been in first place this late in a season since 1996. And the biggest opening day crowd was on hand. Biggest crowd since opening day was on hand to see it. 11,672, giving Montreal 49,632 for the first 7 games of a season-long 13-game homestand, nearing that over-under of
3,561 on hand for the game, and they weren't really watching baseball, they were watching hockey. Top first batter of the game, EY Eric Young facing Tomo Oka down the right field line, and Vlad, he's got a great arm, and here, well, he's got some good legs because he's got to chase the ball because he kind of muffed it. Young looking for an inside the park home run, and he's running out of gas. Vidro, Barrett tags him out. Check out Barrett. What a tag. Young, efforting, not quite. Top 9, runner on second, 2 outs. Brewers down 5-4. Matt Herges fast facing Raul Casanova. Lights out. Expos win at 5-4. Tomo Oka wins his first game in Olympic Stadium. He was 0-3. Vlad Guerrero, Jose Vidro, and Orlando Cabrera all had 2 hits for the Spos, who have their first 4-game winning streak since last July.
We see it. Brewers and Expos get up in the 5th inning. Javi Vasquez there talking defense. The pitcher's up with 2 men on. Trickeration! Nelson Figueroa can handle himself up there. Fake bunt, slapped it through. Jose Hernandez will score. It's 2-1 Brewers. Tied at 3 in the top of the 12th. Jose Hernandez off Graham Lloyd. The shortstop slugging .632, top 20 in the National League. Brewers take a 4-3 lead, but bases loaded. Bottom of the 12th, Mike Mordecai laying one down, squeeze bunt. Oh, Vladimir Guerrero scores. This team leads the league in sacrifices. We're tied at 4. The game goes on to the 15th inning. Jose Vidro to center. Alex Sanchez. Oh, no! And that'll do it. Mike Mordecai scores. Montreal in 15. Division leading Montreal in 15. Expos, every reason just to play it out, playing as a team. They've now won 5 in a row. Leadoff alert. Leadoff men Peter Bergeron and leadoff man Eric Young, a combined 0 for 15, both under the Mendoza line.
Friday, but Thursday they face the Expos. A season-low 3,501 fans in Montreal. They had an excuse. Canadians were playing at the Molson Center. Meanwhile, Lee Stevens does this. His 5th of the year. 2-0 Expos. 2-1 Expos. Tony Armas Jr. getting Jeff Jenkins swinging 1 out, and then facing Jose Hernandez. No contest. That's 2 outs. And then Paul Bacco. Yeah, you get the picture. 9 Ks in 6 innings for Armas Jr. And then Chris Truby, not scared of heights. His 2nd of the year, making it 3-1. Expos. Montreal goes on to the easy 5-1 win. The Expos have their first 6-game win streak in 2 years. They are 8-2 on their 13-game homestand. Not bad, considering nobody shows up to watch them.
The Cardinals top 9, St. Louis down 5-4. 2-1 for Jimmy Edmonds to center. Run comes in. Relay coming home. J.D. Drew coming home. Cardinals go up 6-5. That was my John Miller imitation.
That was good.
No, not bad. Bottom 9, 1 on for Peter Bergeron off of Izzy. It's up the middle. Look at pinch runner Henry Mateo, and this is where speed makes a difference in baseball. The hustle play going from first to third. Nice heads-up play. Up next, Jose Vidro. He bloops one in there, so now Mateo can come in. That ties it at 6. They got an extra inning. Second blown save and 6 chances for Matt Herges. Top 11, Tomo Ono. Oka to Kerry Robinson, right side. Jose Vidro can't get it. Drew comes in after he singled to lead off the 11th. The Cardinals win 7-6, snapping Montreal's 6-game winning streak. Gene Steckschulte gets the win. Dave Veers' his first save as a Cardinal. St. Louis wins for just the 3rd time in 12 games.
He did his job. We're scoreless in the 4th. That's Bruce Chen. Eduardo Perez gonna go ahead and walk his dogs and represent Wu to the fullest. That's his 3rd. It's 1-0 Cardinals.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm going to tell you a little bit later. It's a Wu-Tang Clan thing. That's for all the people. That's Luther Hagman, Jose Vidro. He strikes out and he's arguing. He said, Wu-Tang Clan, I don't like the Wu-Tang Clan. I like Method Man. It's fine. Bottom 9, Gene Steckschulte facing Peter Bergeron. Looking at the end of the game, 4 Cardinal pitchers combined on the shutout. Expos catcher Michael Barrett said it was like a spring training game where they just continue to throw guys at you. Like Matthews incidentally got the win. Jim Edmonds and Albert Pujols both had a couple of hits for the Redbirds, who have taken the first 2 in Montreal.
Fred Bird and Yuppie, Ace Matt Morris, a chance to finish off a St. Louis sweep, but that ain't going to help. Vladimir Guerrero, get it. 15th career multi-homer game. He hit number 6 there, 7 later. Top 7, Tomo Oka gets Edgar Renteria flat. Jimmy Edmonds tagging at 3rd, and Guerrero going to hose him off. You're done. Score stayed 5-1 at that point. Cards would get 1, but too late. Expos win it by a count of 5-2, so the Cards enjoy a whole day at 500 and now back below it. Headed home after a 4-9 road trip. The Expos finished their 13-game homestand 9-4. Vlad's 28 RBIs, a new April record for the franchise, and that mark figures to last probably forever.
Stros Spos, Roy Oswalt. On the top of the 2nd, gives up a single to his opposite number, Javier Vasquez, which scores Orlando Cabrera. Vasquez, complete game, 5-hit shutout in this one. 2 batters later, Peter Bergeron gonna lay down this squeeze, the suicide. Michael Barrett comes in, perfect fundamentals. Spos up 3-0. Bottom 6, home team down 4-love. Craig Biggio has a dirty hat and a bat, and he swings it. Oh, Vlad Guerrero makes it exciting, but the Expos end a 7-game losing streak, 2 huge.